I don't know what's too loud or not. Let me know. That's why I don't like going live, because you got all these things that can mess things up. And right now, you're the only one in here helping me out. All right, I'm going to just keep going. Hopefully you hear me. Everything's cool. All right, cool. All right, so in Greenscreen, and this is live, y'all. I don't know if you hear this music. You hear this music in the background? Can you hear that? Let me know real quick. I like a little music in the background vibing, you feel me? Just got it on loop. All right, let me get to where I gotta go. Okay, here we go. Live, we're doing some green screening live, all right? Because sometimes there's some problems with green screen. It ain't always simple. Once you know how to set up your green screen and get it evenly lit as possible, there's always rules to break, but you want to know the fundamentals. Evenly lit as possible. Try to have no shadows on it, no wrinkles, and get your person as far as you can from the background. And once you do all of the lighting and you like the person separate from the background and all that good stuff, you bring it into here. Yeah, I got it right now, just vibing in the background. Can you hear it? You hear it a little bit, maybe? I think you left. Anyway, we're just going to go with it. Okay, here we go. So when you go in here, you don't want to go for your brightest pieces yet, your brightest points. You want to go to the darkest points, because that's when it's going to give you a better key. All right, like I said, I did it earlier, but I'm going to show you again real quick. All right, so right now, I'm going to click right here next to him, and then we're going to go to screen mat. All right. Yeah, I was asking, can you hear the music a little bit or not? I didn't want it real loud, but can you hear it? But anyway, it's cool. Don't even trip. So as you see you still got some of this. Whatever's black is transparent. Whatever's in white can be seen. So you see how this is still dirty. If you really look, it's dirty. You know what I mean? You still get that. And you can come in here and still clean it up. You can clip your black and clean it up, no problem. You feel me? Just like you can clean up the whites right here. There you go. Clean it up. But you see how this one started creating, so now you got to push the black more. All right, and you could do it. I put it on intermediate, and there you go. You could do it, but it's still not giving you your best key. All right, let's reset it. If you first click from the shadow first, the darkest point of your green, you're gonna see you're gonna get less problems. All right, now let's go to screen mat. And look at that. It's already dark. You don't got to push too hard. You know what I mean? Just got to give it a little bit of a push. The less stress you put on those, the better. All right? And then we're going to do this one here. Now, green, I picked this because this can give you a problem. This, see, look at that. See how I'm pushing it? See, because I got to push it because this here shadow, see the shadow? This is our reflections from the green screen, which is terrible. That's why you want to get your person this far away from the green screen. I should have brought them further. But you see how it's messing up the key? Is the reflections, it's messing up the key. So if you push it, if you push that white, you gotta keep pushing it to try to get it back. But then you push it too far, it goes into, boom. But then now look, now you got the transparency looking bad. So you gotta push that a little bit more. But you can't. It's messed up. You know what I mean? If you're looking at it, you can't push it no more. So now what do you do to fix that? You feel me? You still got them issues. All right? You got this. Ain't perfect, really. And sometimes it won't be perfect. You got to hustle it. And I'm not worried about what's around him a little bit. But see this? Look at that. It's ugly. All right. So let's reset it. Sometimes you can't just do one key. That's basically the point of this. You can't just always just do one key and think everything's just going to work out with that, because one thing you fix one thing and another thing goes bad. You feel me? So what we got to do is right here, I do it in sections. So I'm going to grab the square here, the mask, and I'm going to kind of, he ain't going to come out of that box. So I'm going to do it in sections. So now I got his head. All right, so I'm going to label that. Down here, right click. I'm going to rename it. And I'm going to say top. Okay. And then I'm going to key this out. Okay, so we're going to go right back to it. I'm going to find whatever the darkest point is. And I'm going to key that out. Put it on screen mat over here. And as you see, we got a good key. I'm going to clip it a little bit though. All right. And then I'm going to do the inside. And what you want is all black. I mean, you want all white. You want all this to be white. If you see any black in here, that means it's transparent. Green screen could be a real headache if you don't follow the initial rules and think of it ahead of time. It could be a real bad headache. But right now, I don't see any other spots, okay? So I'm going to put this on intermediate. All right? And then we're also going to add an advanced spill suppressor to take away some of the green around him. And obviously, you see this right here. We're going to come down here to screen shrink grow. And we're going to bring this in a little bit. And then just feather it out a little bit. Soften it up a little bit. It'll be good. All right, so that's the top. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go down here to our stuff down here. And we're going to duplicate it. So Control D, you're going to duplicate it, and we're going to rename this middle. All right, so that's the middle. So you can just click on this again and bring it down because it's the same mask. And then you want it to be even with them. So you don't want it to be down here because you see it's cut off. So you just bring it enough to where it's going to be right where it needs to be. And we're going to see what happens if we just kind of use this. Maybe we only need 2. We live. I'm getting text. All right. Now, if you need to add any more to this, what you do is come up here and click on add, and you can add. You can add points, see? Right there. Go back. And then like this, I got this thing here. See, I got these. I had a monitor here or something. So I want to hide that. So I'm going to bring this down here. All right. I don't know why why it's doing that. I didn't tell it to create something new. So I'm gonna just bring this over here. All right. So now we got 2 keys. Now, this might just actually work like this because it has to work harder because it's not doing the whole thing, right? So, let's see. As we keep moving, trying to see if there's any problems. Let's put it on screen map. And remember, with any black, it's going to be an issue. You see we got a little bit over there, right here. And that's where that shadow is hitting. See all that? That's gonna look whack. If we put it back, you see it right there breaking up. And that's because of the shadow. If you take off that's because of the green spilling. See all that green spilling? That's why you want, especially this table was shiny, you know, and so it really reflected. You can see the green, but that would be an issue right there. That's like a real ugly issue. That look whack. You know what I mean? Look at that. Look how ugly that look. And sometimes they're hard to hide, and you just gotta hustle it. You know what I mean? But look at that. It look ugly. So everything else look good on them. Like, you know, the key here is good. Everything else looks good on him, except for that. That's the headache right there. All right, so how do we fix it? Well, we're gonna try and reset it. And I'm gonna try and do the key right here because I'm trying to grab that green. Now, as you see it all here. If we go on the screen mat, try to clip the white. See how ugly that can get? Okay, now let's clip that black. Oh, wait a minute. I done did too much. Oh, my bad. That's why you should have the screen mat on so you see what's going on. Clip some black, and I'm gonna go back to the white. And we need to get that all white. Look at that. I'm pushing. Then we got this though. And if we push this, let's see what happens. Let's see if we can hustle it. Ah, damn. You see that? And it still looks choppy. We go to intermittent result. Still looks pretty choppy. Now, you could also try to, rotoscope them out. That could work, to a degree. That could work. But I'm trying not to go rotoscoping route. I'm trying to just go this way. So let's see if we have another way of doing it. Because this is, other than trying to rekey it again, like go right here and do more multiple keys. I'm gonna leave this alone. I got something here I was trying to hide, but I could always hide that later. Right here. All right, I'm going right there. And truthfully, I don't even need this much over here because it's not being seen, so I can cover that up. I can mask, leave that masked. So right here, we good. So now let's try to duplicate this again. We just, we're just fixing stuff. Rename, we'll say bottom, even though it's on the top. And double click on the mask and then bring that down because it's the same one. All right. Now let's see where the mask is at. My bad. Gotta bring it up some. Right there. All right. I'm gonna reset this. And we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the darker part first. See what happens. Put it in screen map. We're gonna clip the black a little bit. We're gonna go to the whites. Tell you the reflections, that's why you wanna be careful with them reflections when you're doing green screen. You gotta be careful with glasses. All of that stuff. That's not working out good. So now I'm gonna try working with the gain and the balance instead. Hold on. Telling you, that's why like green screen is so simple but hard at the same time, because it's so simple that the oddest thing will mess it up, and that's not working. That still ain't working. Like it's bad. It's hard to get these reflections out to be perfect. Like it really is. Like if this was like a paying job, a ridiculous job, I would have to rotoscope them out and just make it perfect in that way. But I'm trying to do it without it. Now there's another one. Let's say Keylight ain't gonna work, so we kill Keylight. There's other effects. If you hit your color key, sometimes color keys be working. All right. Click on it. And then up here, color tolerance, you're gonna slowly lift it. Lift it until you see it's not affecting that. Still affecting it. Then give it a little feather right here. It's an edge feather. All right. Let me see here. All right, then duplicate that. Control D. Then you're gonna click this one and click it. Click the green again. Okay, so this is like the long way. Like this could be terrible. This is not good, y'all. I'm trying to figure it all out. That's why you need a lot of tools for this stuff, for it to work. This ain't gonna work on that. Let's try primate keyer. Sometimes the primate keyer does pretty good in these situations. That's why you need a lot. You gotta have a lot of keys, a lot of different types of programs. Okay. Let me grab this one here. And And this tells it, no, I want this to replace that part. I want to keep those in there. That's what that does. It keeps it. And then this cleans up the green. We're getting closer. Might not be able to get pearl. Again, I'm trying not to rotoscope. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to do it without rotoscoping. So understand that, what I'm trying to do. Okay. Let's put this into matte. Matte white. A little black. Still ain't perfect, boy. Sometimes you try to blur it out, to blend it. Put a little shrink mat on there to shrink it in a little bit, to choke it. The choke on this ain't that great. Grab a simple choker. See, this is choking it. Throw an edge blur in there. Try to. Sometimes you got to front because it's a mistake. It is what it is. Or you can do some rotoscoping. Trust me, I don't want to rotoscope, so that's why I'm doing this like this. See, it's pretty whack, yo. I would have to say, I'm gonna be real with you. You probably would have to rotoscope this one because it's just the green is so prevalent. You know what I mean? You got to get your advanced spill suppressor under it, but that doesn't stop it. That just takes the green away, so you don't see the green. Now it also depends. If this is a fast scene, you might be able to get away with it. You know what I mean? Again, I was trying to show without. It's better than what it was if you didn't do multi-keys. Sometimes you got to do multi-keys, you know. I'll tell you, I wish they would make After Effects like just work faster. I wish they would because they never do. Working with After Effects takes forever. That's the whack part. DaVinci Resolve needs to get some better green screening. They all right, but they need some better tools. You know what I mean? I would say that, you know, depending on what you need, you can make it work. You know what I mean? But if you really was going to go crazy, you would go in here and rotoscope this area, just make it perfect. You know what I mean? Which nowadays, thank God, there's, you know, you can rotoscope it. But I just wanted to show you that sometimes there's scenes that you do have to do separate keys for. You know, we got the separate key for the top, the middle, and then the bottom. And if I only did one key, we wouldn't even have this result at all. You know what I mean? It would be terrible. And this ain't great, but see how long it takes for it to render out? Drives you bananas. Then it does that. That's so annoying. So, you know, that's all it is, y'all. I just was coming on here trying to check this out, trying to show y'all that, you know. Like I said, it's a fast scene, so we could probably still hustle it. This scene eventually, let me see, do I have it? Yes, this scene is eventually looks like this. Hold on, it's loading. This is the scene what it looks like eventually. This is what it looks like. You know what I mean? I fixed it up. I did everything, took the time for it. But that's what the end result really is this right here. If I open my Blackmagic, if I open my DaVinci, I mean, I don't know if y'all can hear the music, but I got music playing too, right here. I just don't know if y'all can really hear it. I was trying to show you real quick. See if this load up. If not, it's almost time for me to bounce. So yeah, this is what it would look like. It's a barbecue commercial. You know what I mean? So I'm working on it. But yeah, that's the scene though. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Working on it. So that's what it would look like. You know what I mean? So yeah, just want showing you that some people think you only got to do one key. You could do multiple keys. You might have to do a key just for that specific piece, and then try to make it work. But truthfully, you know, the best part to do something like that is a really issue because it's just there. You know, the green screen is so stuck. The reflections are just there. You're gonna have to rotoscope if you want perfection. You have to rotoscope it out for sure. But that's it. You know, I just went live to show some of that. You know, the little process of doing that. It's this one here right here, and then obviously you know put where's it at? Let me put this behind them. Bring in a brick building. Hit S to scale. I mean, not building, wall. Scale it up. You know what I mean? Get a lens blur. I like the camera lens blur. You know what I mean? Something like that. Little curves. And you could do more and more and more and blend them more. But that's about it, y'all. So hopefully that ain't bore you too much. I was just checking out the live thing, trying to see what it's like. As far as I don't go live too much. I've gone live a few times. But sometimes it's just sometimes annoying, man. Be real with you, it's just annoying. You know what I mean? Because, you don't know if I can hear you, if you can hear me, if you can hear the music, if it's too loud. When you just record it and then put it out, I can make all that work perfect. But it is what it is. So that's it, y'all. If you got any other questions, let me know. If good questions about green screening. This is We Shoot Films, where we do things about cinematography. We do product reviews. I do Unreal Engine tutorials. And green screen is a big piece of Unreal Engine. So if you don't know how to green screen or do lighting correctly, make sure to watch, subscribe, Hit the bell on the side so you get notified on time, all right, y'all? And like I always say, it is what it is. I'm out. As soon as I can hit end.